This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. Way down east where the Pamlico River empties into the Sound and then the ocean, there's a little town called Belhaven. And it was at that place that it seemed like the enemy at a little old high school almost blew out the light that shined.
My mom made $20 a week during the Depression. My father was dead, and 3 girls. She laughed all the time. She laughed all the time. If we were broke and had nothing to eat, she was laughing. I'm not kidding you. I'm not kidding you. My mother, God bless her. I didn't know I was poor. I thought, boy, we're having fun.
It was some years ago. I was invited to school, and it did not go well. And they weren't throwing pennies up on the stage to bless me. They were throwing them there to try to hit me, and pencils and pens. And I tried to bring it to an end as quickly as possible and said, boy, this will be a place I'll never go back. I'm going down the hallway. A teacher sees me in the hallway, and she runs out and grabs me and says, please come back. That was wonderful. You have what these kids need. And I'm thinking, I'll never come back here ever again. But it happened the next week. The principal calls and says, when can you come back? I found the latest possible date over a year away, hoping it would never happen, but it did. And there I am in Belhaven School again with lots of bad memories and thinking, oh, God, get me through this day.
Well, we were so poor, $20 a week. I thought, I've got this rhythm in me. And the spoons did it. Everywhere I went, I played spoons. They said, oh God, here she comes again.
All of a sudden, as I'm just about ready, the kid's about to come in and I've got my equipment ready and I'm trying to be prayed up and the doors just slam open and there's a crash and I thought, what, my God, what is this? And here comes this little short gray-haired lady in a funny little dress with 2 great big bags and arms, and she comes in the door and she says, hallelujah, Brother Ken. We're going to have a revival today. And I'm thinking, oh, God, don't do this to me. So when did you know you had rhythm? I mean, I see rhythm. You got shoes that already got rhythm in them. So when did you know? Well,
Mom bought me 25 cents a piece of taps, and I tapped down the street.
She comes up to me, and I'm wanting to say, go away. And she says, look, I stayed up all night last night. I got this for you and your precious little girls. And it was 2 beautiful pies, several loaves of bread, all wrapped up in a bag. And I wonder, what's the other bag? And she pulls out all these noisemakers, and there's claves and tambourines and maracas. And she says, we're going to pass these out and have a jam session for Jesus. And then she reached in her pocket and pulls out a set of old spoons. She puts them together back to back, and she goes, boom, on her knee. And I thought, oh my God, this might work. I said, Ann, be ready. I don't know what we're going to do, but it'll work. Trust me.
Then I saw a woman from behind play spoons. I thought, well, how does she do that? I got some old spoons at home, beat them, and that didn't work. So I took a hammer and beat them in, and they worked. I put this finger in there, and that didn't work. That did. Finally, I put the thumb in. Ooh!
I did a couple of songs. It was okay. And I called up Ann. I said, folks, this is one of your own. This is the lady married to the man that owns the pharmacy in the town of Belhaven. And we're going to do a little number together. And they're all looking puzzled. What is she going to do? Until she pulls out the spoons, and in the middle of this little light of mine, I'm going to let it shine. The kids were mesmerized. They followed her, and they followed her, meaning she was into it, dancing all over the stage, keeping the spoons going the whole time. And we ended it with a tremendous crescendo of standing ovation. When it was finally done, I gave a short message, invited anybody for prayer, and Ann and I prayed with kid after kid after kid. Revival came.
And this little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine, let it shine, let it shine, let it shine. This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. A little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine, let it shine, let it shine.
She thought it was over. She starts walking off the stage.
Wait a minute, you ain't finished. Turn on that light and let it shine.
And I said, Ann, I got to go to another school in this place called Chakawinity, over the other side of the river. Can you go with me? She says, I wish I could. And then she tells me the story of something that just happened last night, a tragedy that's too personal for me to retell. And she says, I got to go take care of this situation. And she walks out with one bag, leaving me the other one. And as she left, I said, oh God, she gave up her night, she gave up her heart, she gave up her whole being to a whole bunch of kids she doesn't even know. And I thought, Lord Jesus, that's the kind of Christian I want to be.
Though I knew not where I was going, to a heavenly home. Yes, indeed, I'm so thankful. He's got the power to save. He rose high into glory.